What's up, homies? It's Susana Chicana Nature here. I just got off a call with Chacos and was super excited to speak with Bianca. So many cool things to talk about. But I had mentioned, because, talking to them about how Chicana Nature started and everything. Um, and I talked about this camping trip that I went on in the summertime. Shout out to Ashley Freeze and Lynn, the homies, for us being out there together and doing this camping trip. But I had remembered that I did this whole video before I went out and did camping with them. And y'all get to watch it, but it's pretty funny. So enjoy yourselves watching this quarantine confessions. Yeah, it was like an Usher song for a moment, so that's where we were. But enjoy. Bye. So I am about to step outside of my comfort zone. As most people know, like I'm miss nature and love being outdoors, love going on hikes, all those wonderful things, and love talking to you about all the science in nature, insects, snakes, you name it. I'm there, right? I don't camp outside though. Like, I personally have chosen to, for the last like few decades, not enjoy being okay, that wasn't a choice. There were some things that happened, okay? But I have chosen to not camp after the very negative like experiences that I've had, like sleeping outside and camping outside. With that said, I am taking myself up to camp with my friend, and I'm going to be sleeping in a tent and a sleeping bag outside. Which be like, no, I'm just kidding. I'll be fine. But I'm stepping outside my comfort zone. So I am like about to shower because like for the next 2 nights, like after, like I won't be showering. I act like that's a bad thing. Like I didn't shower like every single day of quarantine. So I don't know why I'm sitting here being like this. I'm sure I'm not the only one who didn't shower during quarantine like every single day. But this is where I'm at. My being frugal is actually outweighing my comfort zone, and it's okay. Like I tell people and children to get outside their comfort zones all the time, and so I'm about to do it. Yeah, yeah, and I know like kind of being a big baby about it, and that's all right. Like I can be a big baby about it. I always make fun of people when, or like secretly inside my head, and I'll never say this out loud until right now. But anytime somebody complains about bugs or spiders or snakes or creatures, other than rats and roaches and bed bugs and mosquitoes, those are the four things. Those are my four. That's my floor. No, I don't deal with those things. They're gross, and legitimately so. Um, I understand that they have their own niche and like whatever. That for me to get my anger out or something, is that like to kill them or to just like create a nuisance? I don't know what they're like, whatever their niche is. They're somebody's food, not mine, but definitely something. So I'm step. I digressed. I have ADHD. But I will be going camping, and I really enjoy my bed, and I enjoy flushing toilet, and I enjoy running water on a regular basis. And I'll be unplugged, like my shirt says, like log off and unplug. But like legitimately, because up in the woods, like where I'm going, there's no service, and yeah. Uh, Thank God I'll be with people. This is not a trek I'm doing by myself. I know that I have talked to children many times about the dangers of doing that kind of thing because it is dangerous. There are elements, and you also have to be aware of your limits. Because even though, like I've said before, like people have no limits, there are certain limitations within like your own self and your own being that you have to be cautious of. That's why we have books and movies similar to, like, you know, that one with James Franco, and then I'm terrible, I don't remember that one, or Into the Wild, which is a really good book, and I discuss a lot with kids. But I am about to do this. So, for those of you who feel like you can step outside your comfort zone, like that's an, that's something that you have to look at for yourself too. Many times, like, this might not apply to you, like you stepping outside your comfort zone for being out in nature and sleeping in a tent, because you might have been raised doing that all the time. I went to Mexico a lot when I was a kid, and I got a chance to be out in the middle of like two mountain ranges in this tiny little town, which meant we didn't really have running water the same way that I do in Oak Cliff. And, you know, we had outhouses that we went to. My family was fancy, though. We had two outhouses. Ridiculous. But we also, like, I enjoyed those times. I also learned how, like, I killed a turkey and a goat and got to, like, be involved with a cow getting killed, because we had to eat, y'all. Like, that's legitimate. Like, that stuff gets killed before it gets to that packaging at wherever store you're at. And I got a chance to do that when I was a kid. So that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. Being out, like, and about, like, that didn't bother me, like, at all. My uncle killing a snake and we actually ate it, and then he made a belt out of its skin. Didn't bother me whatsoever. Because he used the parts, and we actually ate that. If he killed it now and they were just killing it to kill it, like, don't get me started. So I am, like, just want you to explore, like, your own comfort levels, like your own comfort zones, and how does it you can potentially, like, take even a toe out of that comfort zone. Because it's just about growth. There are certain things that you can definitely do, and explore, like, why it is that was even your comfort zone to begin with. I know that mine has to do with nurturing too, because my family is not outdoorsy. Like, my mother, like, no. You get on these hikes, my father's not an outdoorsy guy. So, and that's okay. Like, we've stayed at many great B&Bs and hotels, so it's fine. Like, but definitely, like, explore that, find that for yourself, and we can always discuss that at some point. Feel free to, like, bring that up too, because, you know, these are important things for you to also journal and to get that out. But I'm gonna stop talking because I gotta take a shower, because that 11 o'clock hour is about to start happening. I'm gonna check out, because I'm gonna be like Ross in Friends, who doesn't check out until the last minute, and that's because I pay for this. I don't like to waste my money. All right.